Boom. In this video, I'm going to talk about one of the most talked about numbers, the number 28. Everyone loves 28 because number 28 is a number of wealth. Elon Musk born on 28th. Bill Gates born on 28th. Steve Jobs, 28 life path. Vladimir Putin born on 280th day of the year. Google's a 28. Apple's a 28. 28 is associated with the billionaires and Fortune 500 companies in the highest ratio compared to any numbers, hence it's called the billionaire number. We're going to talk about this number in this video and breaking it down using Chaldean numerology diamonds. So, number 28, one of the things about number 28 as associated with it is relationships aren't really a good thing for 20. They kind of sacrifice the relationships. Now, if you understand Chaldean numerology, which I'm going to explain here, you will see why. So, it's a 2 and an 8 that creates a 1. In this number, the 8 is using the 2 for why? For the 8 reasons, which is what? Power. Money. Money is power. How it goes about doing this is through the 1. So this is a number who uses empathy, who uses intuition as a tool for achieving power through initiating, being in charge, taking action, control. And the outer aura of this number is a 12-3. This is somebody who has, once they have their intuition, they want to go. They want to expand right away. This is a rapid expansion, and sometimes too fast. Now, this also, as you'll see, this number has a lot of 3 energy in it. They have a very difficult time looking inside of themselves, which we'll get into more. Now, the inner aura here is who they actually think themselves to be on the inside. This is the 18-9, which is very ironic. Because 18, one of the shadows of 18 is they are able to compartmentalize their emotions to and empathy and also love, which is 6. In order to get things done, 18 is the warrior number. Ironic because it has a 2 outer digit and it shows you that the 2 is just what's being used. The inside, these people have no problems steamrolling over other people and using others as assets to achieve whatever objective they have given themselves, which their objective in this case we know is power. Hence why 28, although it has a 2 in it, you may say, well, they want to be empathetic and emotion and concerned with diplomacy and maintaining a connection and consideration for other people. It's a tool for power. Now, in balance, the 18-9, this is somebody who can stick around to the bitter end, who can fight. With the 18-9 and the 12-3 auras here, this is someone who can really grow fast and has that fire, that energy to do that and push themselves. And sometimes this will actually somebody who pushed themselves too far, will burn themselves out, will push themselves too far to create health problems. Another thing is the outer aura of the 12-3, because it has the 8 inside. What this 8-12-3 combination is showing you, somebody who may chase power to mask a low sense of self-worth, low self-esteem. So the key with this number 28 to unlocking this number and the 12-3 in the outer aura is they have to watch out for second guessing themselves. They have to watch out for being too sensitive to the outer world. They're really designed to intuit and go. Take action on your first step, because the inner aura, this 18-9, they want to take action. They want to get things done. And if they don't feel like they're getting things done, they're going to feel like a victim. That's the 12-3. The 18-9 wants to get things done. The 12-3 is the victim mentality. And if they aren't getting things done, if they're overthinking and second guessing themselves and spinning their wheels too much instead of taking action, they're going to feel like a victim. Now, this creates a 39-12-3 essence number. The 39, specifically the 12, again, the 12, that's their emotional identity. So you have 2 12s. There's actually another one in the emotional we're going to get into in a minute. But this is screaming low self-worth, low self-esteem, chasing power and achievement to mask this low self-esteem. In imbalance. In balance, this is somebody who has the potential to experience rapid growth, rapid expansion, very quick achievement by following their emotions, following their instincts, following their intuition. If they follow their intuition and take action on it right away, it's going to lead them to a path. They have to just take action and figure it out as they go. Now, this 39-3 also in imbalance is somebody who will speak their mind without actually being correct. And when they try to enforce their authority, because you have the 39, you have the 1, you have the 8, this is a number who wants to be in control. They want to be big. They want to fill up the room. If they try to do this before they're ready, they're going to fall flat on their face. Now, this is seen by the inner aura, the 18. 8, 1 minus 8 is 7. 7, and we have mentioned all the 3, means that 18, number 1, is missing self-reflection, introversion energy. 3, we know all this 3 energy, and there's more. They struggle with looking inside of themselves. So this is a number who can, by trying to push too hard and too fast without taking the time to really own that and have the long-term awareness of the inner 8, the long-term awareness, the master of the ego, they will fall flat in their face. This is definitely a number, because of all this 12-3, who can feel like a victim. They have to watch out for victim mindset. And the victim mindset is typically going to be around 2 things. Number 1, overthinking, as I mentioned. Number 2, too much comparison with the outer environment. They use the outer environment to compare themselves to other people's achievements. Look at them. They have achieved so much. I deserve this. I should have this. And because I don't have that, I'm a failure. I'm a victim. Life is happening to me. I wasn't good enough. Because 8 typically has this thing where they want to prove themselves, and so does a 3. This is a number that in imbalance can feel like I have to prove myself, and I'm going to use the outer world, the external world, as a validation. If people don't like me, I'm going to affect me. If people don't think that I've succeeded, if I don't meet the measures of success of society, that's going to affect me, and I'm going to feel like a victim. This is what we have to watch out for. Now, the outer emotional identity, how they focus their emotions and how they're perceived, is this 33-6. Big influential energy. This energy can fill up a room. When 28 walks in the room, they will have a big, big presence, especially if they're in balance. But it does speak to this, again, all this 3 energy. They're very, very competitive. They are very focused on emotionally. They want to achieve. They want to express themselves. They have to have creative outlets, the 28s. They must, with all this 3 energy, have creative outlets. It's good for a 28 to have multiple things going at the same time. They can start something here, start something there, initiate here, and kind of nurture and nurse all these things together. So they're not just getting themselves bored. They have to have something where they have creative outlets. But 33 in imbalance, is overly competitive. We have already seen this number has all the 3 energy with the 9 and the 8. This is somebody who can, potentially steamroll through people emotionally because they just want to achieve. They want to raise in the ranks. Now, in balance, of course, they're very, very influential, very, very charismatic. They're just their emotional signature, not necessarily what comes out of their mouth, although they do have the 3 below, the 12-3 on the physical aura, which is more of their mentality. Their emotional signature is very, very big. Now, on the inside, the inner aura is that 39 again. That's how they feel on the inside. That's like their inner child, so to speak. And it's a 39. This is a number who can be very, very authoritative, but also can feel like a victim. So this is a number that needs to explore, it needs to express itself. It needs to be able to expand. If it's not expressing and it's not expanding, it's going to feel like a victim. Of course, in imbalance, this 39 energy is somebody who will use this expansion to get things done, but in a way where it steamrolls through other people. So you have to watch out for steamrolling through relationships. This is a big theme with 28, and now we can see why with the Chaldean 9-diamond analysis. This is a number who can really steamroll through other people to get things done and use people as assets. So you have to be careful about this, and they have to really be careful with this 39-3 again in this place, which is another 12. This is the third 12 so far of overthinking things. This is going to get them into problems. Overfeeling things, sticking too long with an emotional feeling. They're designed to crystallize and move forward, expand, focus on growing, focus on not on the problem, but focus on the solution, focus on the outcome that you want to create and start taking action to it. And you guys really need 28 energy. And this is not just people who are born 28. This is for 28 days of the month. Strategize. Map out your plan. Map out goals. 28s and 28 energy is really supportive of somebody taking down pen to paper and writing down their overarching vision of what they want to achieve, and then reverse engineering that into little pieces, action items that they can cross off a list every day so they can feel like they are growing and achieving, so they don't feel like this victim where they don't feel like, oh, I'm not good enough. Okay, now finally, their spiritual identity, which is the top level of this, the 3 levels, is the 63-9. 63-9 is another number. It's called the Master of Masks. They use their charm and relationships strategically. This is an imbalance. 63 uses charm, charisma, and the relationships strategically, which mirrors this 28, who uses their emotional connections and empathy for power. 63 uses charm, Again, harmony, relationships, for strategic reasons, the 3. And this creates somebody, again, who's a leadership potential, but somebody who can be too much using their charm and manipulation. They can be very, very manipulative, this energy. Again, it speaks to this energy with relationships. They have to be very, very careful and very, very aware of the long-term of ramifications of how they are using and working in relationship dynamics. This is a cheat code for 28s, because at the end of the day, you can have all the money, but if your relationships suck, it's going to be very difficult to enjoy. So the potential for relationships is there, but they have to be aware of the tendency in anybody on the 28 day in general of misusing relationships for strategy and for power. So the outer aura, again, they can be manipulative, but also in balance, their spiritual energy can be very, very addictive. Especially with the 33 below this, they can be very, very influential people, the 28s. Very influential, very, very sexy. Their energy can be very sexy, something about them, and they can be very, very addictive. They have to watch out for how they're using this power, if they're using it for manipulation, or they're considering the ramifications for the other person. Very, very important. The inner aura here, again, is a 93, so it's a reverse of the 39-3. So this is somebody who is very, very aggressive energy in the inside. They have a capacity to be very charming, charismatic on the outside, but who can be very, very, have this tiger or lion inside of them. They have to get out. That's why this number is called the lion and the lamb. It's called the lion and the lamb in ancient texts because of this dynamic. They have inside a very aggressive, very masculine energy. On the outside, it's a little bit more softer, but that soft energy is being used by the interior. So you have to watch out for, because the soft energy has a potential to get steamrolled in favor of this masculine, I want to achieve, I want power energy. And this is where it's reflected in the outer world as relationships. So to bring this all back around, 28, the billionaire number. Why is it a billionaire number? It is because these people are workaholics. They are all focused on achievement and power. They are extremely dialed in. This is what they want. This is how they are inside. They just want to go, 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 and they want to get it done. And that leads them to success. And there's other secrets with 28, because 8 is money, 2 is water, and the circulation of money. So a really good thing on 28 days is to circulate your money, not spend it. It's a mindset. Circulate. Circulate your money so it will return to you. It will multiply and grow. Circulate your money. Okay. This is my video on 28. If you have any questions, comments, leave it underneath this video. If you'd like a deeper analysis, I'm doing very deep analysis. One of them I'm very happy about is called the Hero Journey. Very, very deep analysis using something I've coined called numero astrology, which is my fusion of Chaldean numerology, primarily a little bit of Akkada numerology, as well as Vedic numerology and Vietnamese Vedic astrology and Vietnamese astrology. Check out my website, aumra.com. That's AAUMMRA.com. And don't forget to follow me on Substack, where I'm dropping information that I'm not posting on YouTube. It's free. You can subscribe and it'll be delivered to your inbox. It's substack.com/@Aumra. Substack.com/@Aumra. AAUMMRA. AAUMMRA is my handle on all the platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and Substack. Until next time, wishing the best, happy manifesting. God bless. Om.